Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I run and I review fam. First of all, thank you for watching, thank you for all the love and the support, and thank you for all the positive energy. This is not just a channel, this is a community of collectors talking about things, dealing with collectors. Fam, whatever happened to Nerf? Nerf was the beast, it was the bomb, it was the everything. Man, you know what? I couldn't go a block without seeing kids playing with Nerf guns back in the 90s and the early 2Ks, man. But you know what? It all but disappeared. You know, Nerf guns now don't have no value, no resale value. You cannot resell this stuff. I mean, back in the day, it was going strong before Hasbro got their hands on it, man. Parker Brothers did a good job. You know, they basically invented the damn wheel with the Nerf gun. You know, then they had the super soakers, and man, that stuff was just fun, man. But, you know, it's like Hasbro gets stuff, and all of a sudden, there's no more new ideas. It's like, why would you buy it and don't do shit with it? You know, I remember I bought the Mega Nerf Blaster, you know, the bow and arrows. I bought like 4 of them. They were red, and they had those big foam darts, man. And I mean, wow. Those things could shoot for like damn near, like for a far distance. And man, let that damn thing hit you in the eye, boy. You be screaming, even with those like gargles on your eyes, man. It was something. But one thing about Nerf guns that were so amazing, you were able to modify. You was able to take the springs out. You were able to redo the springs, add little pieces to make the gun shoot much further. And to take it a step further, what I did was I painted a lot of the yellow, you know, Nerf guns that was from the beginning. They had the scopes, you know, then the silencers, I was screwing them on. I had painted all that stuff black. But by request of my kids, I painted the front tip of the gun orange to let you know this was a toy. Because, just to be serious, it looked real. Man, and that's the thing that I like about it, man. I knew this cat who did custom work that would help you with things, you know, help you with real grips and that. Man, this guy was amazing. If this guy was still around, you know, whereas I still had the opportunity or access to, he would be an amazing person to bring on this channel, because this man was able to do stuff. Inside the foam dart, he would put, let me stop. I don't even say this, because see, I don't want to say this type of stuff, then all of a sudden kids get out here and do it and they hurt themselves. But he was modifying the guns to the point where the damn foam dart could almost bust a window, man. This is how serious it was. And I believe the things actually were busting windows, man. It was fun, though, man. It was just something new, man. I was like, man, I was so taken away. They were mounted all over the walls in my old place, and it was just looking crazy, man. And I just actually enjoyed it. It was just a part of my life that, you know, it just breathed a different side of the collecting juices back in, man. I was like, man, I had got the bug. I got the itch again. And, man, I was collecting Nerf guns. I had the ones that, you know, you sit on the floor with the tripods with, like, the machine gun bullets that, you know, you just... And it was motorized, and it was just shooting. Me and the kids were playing. You know, we were going outside, and other kids were asking, did we have more Nerf guns? So everybody was having a good time. That's the Nerf that I remember. I remember the Nerf that, you know, was all yellow, and it was just fun. Now, the guns that I actually custom, I didn't let nobody play with those because, again, they were black. I didn't want nobody to get the wrong idea that little black kids running around with guns. So I don't, but you see the little bright yellow or bright orange gun, you knew what it was. Man, and that was the fun part about it, man. It was just, you know, y'all hiding behind stuff, shooting at one another. You know, you shooting like, you know, like you the Matrix, or, you know, like you, the people from Wanted, you swinging a gun like the dart gonna swing around the corner and stuff. It was just fun. I had a good time. See, this is what childhood was. It was like imagination. It was like cops and robbers, but with actual shit that worked. You get what I mean? It was actually fun. Man, you were shooting people with the darts, man. You were able to buy these big packs of darts, and, you know, it was just like, man, you were able to do damage. And they were, most part, safe in the house, man. You just had to wear those little swim goggles on your eyes to make sure you don't get hit in the eye, because man, you get hit in the eye, it was hurting, man. I was just sitting there like, ah, man, I was in there screaming. I was like, shit, we gotta stop. Because anytime you get hit with anything, you ready to quit. You're like, look, I'm just done. I'm just ready to finish. We need to do some other stuff, man. But again, for the most part, back in the day, Nerf was the jam. Now I see these Nerf guns that, they got part, movie guns, they got Iron Man guns, Captain America guns, and I'm like Transformer guns. I'm like, man, could we just have some shit that's just regular? When is Nerf gonna come with original ideas? Not just Nerf, I'm talking about Hasbro. When are they gonna get them a real creative team behind Nerf to actually bring back the good old days of Nerf, man? Whereas, it was like the 90s and early 2000 thing to do was to play with Nerf guns, to see kids running around shooting at one another. You seen them at every garage sale where they were just selling them, to pass them on to like the next generation. But, now you don't see kids playing with the Nerf guns anymore. You remember the Nerf football back in the day that started all of this? That aerodynamic football that you were able to throw around in the house? Man, then they made it that had that little end to it, and you was throwing it, it was flying. Then they made the one with the whistle, and it was like, whistling and stuff. And you like, man, like, you thought you actually made it. Man, this little toy was just fun to play with. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, man, that brought back just fun memories right now with me and my kids, man, just playing. And, then you had the Mega Dart, the big red bow and arrow. It was gigantic, man. And, recently before I moved, because I had to get rid of a lot of stuff, we gave it to this family, and, whatever they did, either sold them or kept them. It was what it was, man. But those big dart guns, like the bow and arrow, poof. It was just boom, boom. It was fun, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, that particular idea, then I had some that had the sniper rifles, those big ones that had the feet, but they weren't the machine gun. It was the sniper where they. I had the ones with the long clips, man. I had the ones that was motorized. I had the one that was all around. Dude, look, that was my thing. That was when I got back into collecting. I started collecting Nerf guns, and man, that was just the thing to play with, man. Nowadays kids do not know the joys of this stuff, man. Don't know the fun behind this. I understand times have changed, and kids have changed with it, and they need to change. And but the part of being fun and a kid, I think that doesn't need to change. I don't think we need to get rid of everything that makes a kid a kid. Kids are meant to have fun, meant to sit back and really enjoy their life while they're kids. Because once you get older, you're not going to have the opportunity to do a lot of this stuff. Now, you saying to yourself, Unc, but you collecting and you doing this stuff right now. But Unc work and he got to do all that other shit. He got adult kids. He got a grandbaby. He got a whole wife over there that he got to be, involved in, because that's life. That's marriage. You gotta spend time with your significant others and kids and things like that. Because if you don't, shit, that ain't gonna go right. Man, it was fun while those times lasted. I don't think if this new generation got into it, it would be the same. But the modifications and the custom work on them, man, it was just amazing. All the work that I did. I had like the guns, whereas I had the lines. Then I had some that wasn't Nerf that moved back and forth like a 44 automatic, man. It was black. That was before they was painting the tips, boy, because it was just beautiful. And people were scared because, I had that gun sitting in the house just like it was a real damn gun. Like, people came in and I was like, man, you don't supposed to be in here. Like, I pulled that damn gun out. People were like, oh, shit, man. Just go on, man. Get up out of here before you get a bullet in your ass. I'm just being serious, man, because, sometimes you just got to. I wasn't living in the greatest place at the time. Shit. Sometimes you got to stunt. But, man, the guy had modified the Nerf guns where it was shooting BBs, man. And the damn thing was shooting them so damn hard, man. It was just crazy, man. Well, I can tell you what people do. People who don't have anything else to do sometimes, and I'm not talking about you doing custom work and modifications. I'm not saying that you don't have nothing else to do, but this guy was self-taught, and he was just amazing. Just the work that he do, the craftsmanship, the paint job that he did on these damn guns, and I was like, man, you do know these are toys, right? But just the work, man. It was just like, man, that's what I loved about it, man. See, people like that make you want to stay in the hobby and actually enjoy it, pass it down to the next generation, talk to them about things. Uh, you know, it's just crazy, man. It's just, I would like for Hasbro to bring those times back. Right now, the guns are so colorful, and they looking like shit. Damn, they're like Power Ranger weapons, Hunger Game weapons, Transformer weapons. It's just like, damn, what happened to just the original guns, man? We don't need all this. This is why a lot of kids are getting turned off. It's too much shit going on here. You got it looking like a shark. You got it looking like a damn dolphin. One look like a whale. I'm like, damn, is this a gun or what? This thing should shoot water if it's doing all that. Like, you got a tiger gun. Like, look, tiger, transform. You're like, oh, man, come on. I think with a little work, a better creative team, I think Hasbro could have Nerf on the right track again. I think they could actually make this work. But you need the proper team behind them. You just can't have anybody behind them. You just can't have a marketing staff behind them. You need people who know exactly what they're doing. And with that being said, can help fix the issues that they are facing right now, fam. But till later, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.